A spider might look completely ordinary. 8 legs, a tiny body, spinning a web in the corner, and waiting silently. That's it. At least, that's what I used to think. Until I started looking closer, and everything fell apart. I had no idea I was staring at one of the most finely engineered biological machines on the planet. Some spiders can fly, drifting on silk threads as thin as smoke for hundreds, even thousands of kilometers. Some have survived for 400 million years longer than the dinosaurs, longer than trees, longer than the first forests ever on Earth. And the most shocking part? Spiders aren't even insects. They belong to an evolutionary branch far older, splitting from insects back when life was still struggling to crawl onto land. The deeper I dug, the more I realized what we call a tiny spider is actually an ancient, strange, and astonishing creature beyond anything we imagined. If you ever thought spiders were simple, comment 1 now, because what you're about to learn might completely change the way you see them. The moment I realized spiders aren't insects, I froze. It sounds small, but it hit me like discovering sharks aren't fish or bats aren't birds. We lump spiders into insects just because they're tiny and have lots of legs. But evolutionarily, spiders are so far from insects that they're almost a different world. Spiders belong to an ancient branch called Chelicerata, a lineage that split from the common ancestor with insects over 500 million years ago, when life was still struggling to leave the oceans. While insects evolved 6 legs, 3 body parts, and eventually wings, spiders took a completely different path. 8 legs, 2 body segments, no antennae, no compound eyes like flies or bees. Instead, they have simple eyes and thousands of ultra-sensitive hairs all over their body, able to detect vibrations smaller than a breeze we can't even feel. And what gave me chills? Spiders are even older than flowers. They existed before bees, before butterflies, before modern forests formed. Back then, Earth had only ferns, mosses, and giant arthropods crawling everywhere. In that primeval world, spiders were already the first complex land predators. Fossils like Idmonarachne, from around 305 million years ago, show prototype spiders with segmented abdomens and even short tails, evolutionary experiments before the modern spider's body was perfected. The more I learned, the more I realized spiders aren't just tiny creatures in the corner of your room. They are living relics of an ancient era, carrying hundreds of millions of years of biological experimentation. If you still think spiders are just 8-legged insects, comment 0. But if you're starting to see them as more amazing than you ever imagined, comment 1. If the last part made you realize how ancient spiders are, then what really makes them silent rulers comes down to 2 almost supernatural inventions: venom and silk. Think about it. How can a tiny, spineless, not-so-muscular creature take down prey many times its size? The answer isn't strength, it's chemistry. What amazed me most is that spider venom didn't evolve to kill at first. It evolved to digest. Spider ancestors started secreting digestive enzymes near their fangs. When they bit prey, these enzymes broke down tissue from the outside, turning the inside into a nutrient soup ready to suck up. Over time, some enzymes mutated into neurotoxins. They didn't just dissolve tissue, they blocked nerve signals, causing near-instant paralysis. That was the game changer. Instead of risking a dangerous struggle, a spider only needed one precise bite. Some tarantulas evolved venom optimized for insects and small animals. Widow spiders have neurotoxins targeting larger nervous systems. And Australian funnel web spiders produce a cocktail potent enough to kill a human in just a few hours. But if venom is the weapon, silk is the superpower. Spider silk is stronger than steel by weight, more elastic than rubber, and has existed for over 380 million years. At first, it was just for wrapping eggs. But it became safety lines, nest linings, and eventually intricate aerial traps. What gives me chills is that spiders don't make just one type of silk. They can produce up to 7 different kinds. Super strong frame silk, sticky capture silk, wrapping silk to subdue prey. Each type comes from a separate gland, used for a specific purpose. These two inventions, venom and silk, didn't just help spiders survive. They redefined how a predator could exist. And when those silk threads start vibrating in the dark, the story becomes even stranger. If you think spider silk is just fragile threads in a corner, you're underestimating one of the most sophisticated materials ever made on Earth. Spider silk isn't just strong. By weight, it's stronger than steel and can stretch 30–40% of its length before breaking. A thread thinner than human hair can absorb impact better than Kevlar. This isn't an accident. It's the result of hundreds of millions of years of biological fine-tuning. Even more shocking, spiders don't make just one type of silk. They can produce up to 7, each with a unique purpose. Frame silk, or dragline silk, is the strongest, forming the structural backbone of the web. Capture silk is coated with tiny sticky droplets like biological glue. Wrapping silk secures prey. Egg silk protects the next generation. Each type comes from a separate gland in the spider's spinnerets on its abdomen. Some species push these materials to incredible limits. Darwin's bark spider can spin webs over 25 meters across rivers. Golden orb weavers produce silk that shines gold in sunlight. Some use silk to fly hundreds of kilometers with ballooning, letting the wind carry them across the sky. But what truly amazes me isn't just strength. Spider silk is an extension of the nervous system. Each thread transmits vibrations with extreme precision. When an insect touches the web, waves travel like signals through a network of wires. The spider reads frequency, amplitude, and rhythm to distinguish prey from wind or mating signals. In total darkness, it sees through vibration. Many species even dismantle their webs daily, eating old silk to recycle protein and build an optimized new structure. This isn't just a web, it's a temporary architecture, a biological sensor, and a hunting weapon, all packed into threads so thin you could destroy them with a single touch. If spider silk is a super material, then the spider's body is a biological machine built to an almost unbelievable level. The external web is just the tip of the iceberg. The rest of the system runs right through its 8-legged body. Most spiders have 8 eyes, but they don't see the way we do. Many species only detect light and shadow, but jumping spiders are different. Their front eyes have layered retinas that can move inside, scanning the environment without turning their heads. They perceive depth by analyzing the convergence of different light waves. They can even see ultraviolet, a whole world of color invisible to humans. This vision lets them leap at prey up to 40–50 times their body length. And the jump doesn't come from ordinary muscles. Spiders don't have leg-extending muscles. Instead, they pump body fluid hemolymph into their legs, creating hydraulic pressure to extend the joints. It's the principle of an excavator, miniaturized at a biological scale. This pressure lets them launch with incredible acceleration. But it's also a weakness. When a spider dies, the pressure is lost and the legs curl, which is why dead spiders are always in a curled up pose. Beyond vision and mechanics, the spider's body is covered with thousands of tiny sensory hairs called trichobothria. They detect air vibrations as small as 1/10 the width of a human hair. Spiders can hear the wings of insects, sense the breeze from a predator, and even react to sound waves. Every movement in the environment leaves a trace their body can read. Combine a silk web as an extended nervous system with a body full of sensors and a hydraulic launch mechanism, and the spider becomes a predator that doesn't need size to dominate. And just when you think it can't get any stranger, their hunting behavior makes you question, can a brain the size of a poppy seed really do more than we ever imagined? Do you believe a creature with a brain smaller than a poppy seed can plan a hunt? This is where everything we thought we knew starts to crumble. Many spiders don't just build traps and wait. Trapdoor spiders hide beneath the soil, their burrow lids sealing like secret doors. When prey passes by, the strike happens in an instant so precise it's almost mechanical. They fling silk nets like tiny hammocks, hurling them over prey in total darkness. Crab spiders change color to blend into petals, turning themselves into living traps. Ant mimic spiders copy the shape and behavior of ants to infiltrate colonies unnoticed. But the most astonishing thing isn't the variety of tactics. It's the sign of thought. Some jumping spiders, especially those in the genus Portia, specialize in hunting other spiders. Dangerous prey that can fight back and even kill the attacker. Instead of attacking recklessly, Portia observes. They stay at a safe distance, analyze the web structure, locate the prey, and read the vibrations running through the silk. Then, they execute complex detour routes. Sometimes, the path to the target hides it completely along the way. That means they must remember locations, plan ahead, and patiently carry out each step. Lab experiments show that Portia can try multiple strategies, adjusting fake vibrations on the web to trick prey into approaching. If one vibration fails, they change the rhythm and strength, like testing and learning from experience. All of this happens in a tiny nervous system, just a few 100,000 neurons, no cerebral cortex, no complex brain structures like vertebrates. Yet they can remember space, choose the optimal approach, and wait patiently for the perfect moment. And here is where the question gets thrilling. If intelligence can emerge in a brain this small, how much have we underestimated the limits of biological cognition? If a creature so tiny you could crush it with a fingertip can plan, remember, and adjust its strategy, then something in the way we define intelligence is cracking. And that crack is unsettling. We've been trained to believe intelligence requires a big brain, complex structures, and social life. But spiders have no cortex, no language, no culture. They live alone, mostly in silence. Yet somewhere on a branch, a Portia spider can pause, observe, wait, and then choose a detour it knows will succeed. Not reflex, not blind instinct, something closer to prediction. This raises a question that is both thrilling and unnerving. What is intelligence? Is it neuron count? Or is it the way those neurons are wired? Could consciousness, awareness, or problem solving emerge in places we've never imagined? And if a poppy seed-sized brain can produce complex hunting strategies, then how many hidden forms of intelligence exist in the natural world that we've never recognized? Perhaps the greatest shock isn't that we fear spiders. It's that we've so easily underestimated them. Every time we squash a spider, thinking it's just a simple creature, we may be ignoring a living proof that intelligence doesn't have to look human to be real. And on that fine line between disdain and understanding, this story is far from over. We've been looking at spiders our whole lives, but maybe we've never really seen them. A 400 million year old creature, an architect of materials stronger than steel, a hunter using chemistry, mechanics, and vibration like a living sensor system, a poppy seed-sized brain that can plan, analyze, and adapt. And yet, all we remember is fear. There's something uncomfortable about admitting that intelligence is not exclusive to humans, that complexity can exist in a small, quiet, 8-legged body. The pain isn't that spiders are scary. It's that we've been too quick to judge what we don't understand. If a creature this tiny can redefine the way we see materials, sensing, cognition, and even intelligence, then how many other wonders in nature are waiting for us to truly see them? If this story makes you see spiders differently, comment 1.